Hey, this is Ruth B, and you're watching Toasted.
Finally, welcome to Amsterdam.
Hello, thank you for having me.
You arrived yesterday, right? I saw a
Yeah.
picture online of you walking in the street.
Yes, that was last night. I got in the morning,
Oh
so
shit.
it was a very long flight 10 hours and 20 minutes, but it was really fun. I love it.
Where did you come from?
I actually came from Los Angeles, so I
Okay.
flew in from there, and yeah, it was a very nice flight.
Because I was about to say you're the biggest thing coming out of Edmonton since the Oilers, but you don't live there anymore, right?
No, I do live there. I was actually in LA doing a bit of recording, but I still live at home in Edmonton, so still repping the hometown.
You're recording new stuff. Your EP's just out, but of course everybody's awaiting your album, right?
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. I've done a lot of writing over the past year, so hopefully a full album out in September.
Is it easy for you to write music?
It is really easy actually for me. I don't know, it comes really naturally. Kind of when I'm in that headspace to write a song, it kind of just flows right out.
Because what I read in your bio, and actually there was very little I could find about you, is that you like music and lyrics that are storytelling. And of course, I love that too. I think lyrics is always an underestimated thing in pop music, but it's not easy to write a good story on a melody.
Right, this is true. I think for me, I don't, when I write, I don't think, let me write a good song. I kind of just write whatever comes to my mind, and I put that on the paper and hope that it works out. And for the most part, it's worked out so far.
Well, something definitely worked out. Lost Boy had just when I just checked 55 million listens on Spotify.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy, a big number, but
Platinum in Holland. It's probably platinum everywhere in the world right now.
I just got that today. That's my very first plaque from here in Amsterdam. So pretty awesome. I
So,
can't.
but how did that go? Of course you're talented, but you post a couple of things on Vine, and suddenly you're world famous. Doesn't work like that, right?
Yeah, no, it was insane. I pretty much had just posted the Lost Boy Vine before it was ever a song, before I had any intention of turning it into a song, and it kind of blew up. It got like 80,000 likes, and that never happened at the time. So that's really what inspired me to make a full song out of it and put it online on YouTube.
And then you had one song, you had one hit, and then Sony knocks on the door and goes like, "Hey Ruth, write 12 more songs."
Yeah, no, I had written the song, and once I saw the reaction people were having, I kind of decided, okay, I want to dedicate my life to this. So prior to the label, I just started writing my own stuff, but at the same time, I was getting emails from different record labels, and so I started flying out to the US with my dad, and eventually it was Sony that was the right fit for me.
And was your dad at home in the music industry in that sense that he knew how a deal works? Because it's very easy to sign a bad contract, of course.
Absolutely not. My dad did. We're not a musical. Honestly, I didn't even really know what a record deal was prior to this. I just knew that I should want one. But I had no idea what it meant. My dad didn't. But my dad's in real estate, so he has an idea of contracts. And so I'm actually very thankful that my dad was there, because, like you said, it's easy to get sucked into the wrong thing. But with the support of my parents, I got to where I wanted to be.
You referred to a lot of reactions you had on Lost Boy, of course. I read some of those. They were pretty intense. People going through heavy phases in their lives, getting picked up by the song, feeling elated, feeling better. Must be really special to do that, to cause that, right?
Yeah, I think that is the most satisfying part of all of this. There's a lot of cool stuff like getting a platinum record or doing this and that, but the best, most fulfilling part is when somebody tells you, hey, your song got me through this, or I connect with your song. There's no better feeling than that.
Are you still on Vine, actually?
Yeah, I do. I definitely don't post as much as I did before, but I have a lot of people on there that follow me, and it's where I got my start, so I definitely make sure to check up on Vine every now and then when I have the time.
What I do a lot of times is to check artists, their Vines or their social media, and go back in time, back in time, back in time.
Okay, don't do that, because that's an embarrassing place for me. My Vine did not start with music. It was there's a
It's
lot of.
funny
It is
stuff.
funny,
Is
yeah.
you rocking out to Aerosmith in your car?
Yup, that's there. If you go way back, it's like I started vining when I was like 18, so 2 years ago, maybe 17. So there's some dark things of me and my friends just being really dumb. Me and my family night at Disneyland. But yeah, right, it's fun. It's memories.
I think it's very well, not only sweet. I think it's like it's history in the making. Maybe I don't know. It's like you really see you grow into this artist.
For that reason, I love social media because I can look back, and even on my Instagram, there's posts of when I was just overwhelmed because I just hit 1,000 followers on Vine, and I was like, oh my god, this is crazy. So it's really awesome to like backtrack and see exactly how I felt during that time, and I still love to post all of everything that's going on in my life with music, just because I want to be able to look back and remember exactly when this happened and how that happened. So
It's a very beautiful thing to watch. Hey, you went actually. You were lucky enough to get a ticket for an Adele concert. I saw.
yes, oh my goodness, that was absolutely incredible. I got to see her in Radio City Hall like the day before her album came out. Yeah, and she performed a bunch of the new songs, and so that was very inspiring. I actually, after I saw that concert, I went home and wrote a lot of new songs that are going to be on the album just because she really inspired me with her depth and honesty, and I was like, I want to be that honest. So I went home that night and I wrote a lot of songs that I really needed to write and get off my chest. So that was
Well, what I like about your lyrics, you mentioned it, honesty. I wrote some stuff down that I loved. I'm not perfect. I'm flawed, and if you don't like that, get lost. From Superficial Love. Uh, I love that.
thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I like that lyric too. That was a funny song actually. I wrote it when I was really angry. So
And
it
a person.
yeah, so it's a very legit, honest, like my words are exactly how I was feeling in that time, and yeah, when I listen to it now, it's like almost therapeutic. Like it helped me get over something that didn't really matter.
It makes me wonder why aren't there more musicians who write the truth actually? Because well, I mean, it's a great source of inspiration, I think.
Yeah, I think that's what people want now too. I think there's people are really going back to music for that honesty and that truth. And I think for a while it was kind of where everyone was just singing about the same old thing about parties and this and that. But now I feel like people are really gravitating more towards the truth, and I think that's why it's working for me is because I'm trying my hardest to just tell the truth.
Your music, the songs that I heard, 4 or 5 songs, is you and a piano, whether it be an electric piano or a bigger piano. But I can really hear you with other instruments as well, even with a band. A lot of acoustic instruments come to mind. Do you experiment with that at all? Or is it just you and piano for now?
No, I'm definitely getting into that for the full album, especially working on getting better production. I think the EP I wanted to keep it just piano because I wanted people to see exactly how I started, and I called the EP the intro because those are really the first 4 songs I'd ever written, and I wrote them on piano. So I said, let's let people hear how I have lived with these songs for the past year. But yeah, I totally agree. I'm so excited to kind of start experimenting with different instruments and different sounds and figure out who I want to be sonically as an artist.